Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of February 20th. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give in to our obsessing. And today we're obsessing about our kids' text messages. Thanks once again to Julie Jargon at the Wall Street Journal. Keep those topics coming, babe. We appreciate you. So she wrote an article called "Don't Be the Parent Who Ghostwrites the Kids' Texts." Yes, that's a thing. And I know that's a thing because I have totally done this. I am a professional writer after all. I've often ghostwritten. I've ghostwritten books. So why should I not ghostwrite the short form? It's just all in a day's work. And I have 2 kids with language delays. Why would I not do a polish, let's say, or have them tell me what they want to say and I put it down in a form more targeted to the intended market? This is a service I provide.
That's a good way of putting it.
Some people get it for free. Some people have to pay. I don't know that I have written texts, but more so I have written emails.
Yeah.
And often, usually with the young person, sometimes I type and they tell me what they want to say and then I type it right. Sometimes I make them type, so it's like it's from them, even though I told them exactly what to type. There are variations in this.
Sometimes I take dictation.
Yeah. It's their words, sort of, mostly.
But then when you're taking dictation, you can do punctuation. You can maybe suggest, like, how about, or this?
And you can say, oh, don't say that. This is why we do it. I don't know if you guys have both done it, that it's not just a special needs parent thing, but it's definitely a special needs parent thing.
Definitely done it.
I've done it more, like you said, more for emails.
Yes, but I believe, my son does not involve himself in a lot of this thing. He doesn't read his email. I get his email and I read it, and if there's anything that demands his attention, I bring him to it. But, sometimes people will text him, and now he does his own texts now. But there was a time when people would text him and I would just text back as him. Or I fill out forms sometimes as him. Which is why, as we talked about the other day, when I don't know what the full story is, that is a dangerous thing. But may have made a mistake on something.
I think, too, there's just difficult life situations and you don't know how to respond or how to, yeah, I think that's kind of the situation in our case is like a difficult.
Social media posts too. I know when my daughter would get something in Messenger and she wouldn't know how to respond to it, or wanted to post about something and says, "Does this look okay?" And then I would go, "Why don't we just make these changes?" Or maybe you don't really want to post that.
Which is great that she's bringing it to you and letting you help at that stage instead of when it's too late.
Right. There's been the occasional, maybe we should delete that. But, that is not so welcome. But anyway, yeah.
This is for sure. This article has a clickbait title because when you get into it, the examples given are mostly like things that sound pretty reasonable, and also things like where the mom has sent a text on behalf of the child and said, like, this is Taylor's mom.
Yes.
She's asleep right now or whatever, like to sort of avert a crisis. And I think that's reasonable.
I do too.
And also, there was something in there about, like, make sure your kids know that make sure your kids tell their friends that their parents go through their phone. I'm like, well, I don't know if kids are doing that.
I don't know.
I got to think anybody who knows my kids knows that I'm probably involved.
Right.
You can't count on me not seeing stuff, kids. You know that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And possibly I'll rat you out to your mom if I see you writing about something.
I'll rat you out to your mom.
I mean, do we think that most kids kind of have that expectation?
I would hope so.
You know?
They should.
What do you mean?
They don't. It's
like, do they basically assume that stuff that they are texting, it's possible that their friend's parent will see it?
I don't think so.
Really?
You think they just assume that it's all
Yeah.
clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think that's on the top of my kid's mind. I think they're pretty oblivious to that.
We gotta strike.
Even though they know that their mother is in there like a dirty shirt.
Well, it's like when I was a kid and my dad told me that he had spies all over town and would know everything I did, no matter where I went. And I believed him. That's sort of like social media needs to be. Like, I may be just popping up in your DMs. I don't know.
Right.
I'm around. I'll be watching. I sneak into my kids' room at night and go through their social media.
I mean, I have kids who've like followed me on Instagram, and I just generally do not follow them back. Because I'm just like, oh, I don't know. I feel weird about that.
Yeah.
So I don't. But they're the ones who are coming to me first, you know. So
Right.
Maybe their mother has said, "Go friend her. See what she's writing about. See if she says anything about me."
But then I do have to be people I do follow, or you know, if I just run across, if I stalk it without following, I have to be super careful about checking their story.
Right.
You know, I don't want them to see my name popping up as having seen their story.
Yes, exactly.
I had someone follow me recently who, like, not a child at all, but just someone who I can't even explain. It's too complicated. But anyway, where I was like, why is this person following me? And I was consulting with some mutual acquaintances, and we were like, I think, because this is an older person, like, I think they just want to snoop. And they don't understand how Instagram works. Like, they don't know that you know that they're following you.
Oh, no.
So that weirded me. When the notification popped up that this person was following me, I'm like, what? Why? So, but
That's
I'm
funny.
just choosing to ignore it.
Do you want them to see your stuff?
I don't care. I mean,
okay.
what I post on
controversial stuff you post.
Yeah, like pictures of my dogs is basically what I post on Instagram. So yeah,
Good
not
pictures
a problem.
of your dogs. Enjoyable pictures. They should be happy to see it.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
yes, I don't know. I mean, as far as, I don't know that I've actually like impersonated my kid on a text, like especially without them knowing it.
Right.
I mean, I think that's what this article is kind of talking about. But
yeah, I think it's, I think my kids have always known. But see, sometimes when my daughter wasn't on Facebook, she occasionally wanted to go look at stuff. And so she would go look on my, on my account. I would say, don't write anything. Don't send a message as me. Don't even like anything.
be careful.
I was always so worried she would do something and people going, why did you say that? Why did you? If you're going to leave a comment,
I swear it wasn't me.
Like I would wish her a happy birthday on Facebook, and then a lot of people would reply, and she would want to go in and say thank you. So I said, say, "This is Elena, thank you." Mm-hmm. So she's back on it now. That's a great relief.
Yeah.
My daughter will send me screenshots of things from people I don't follow on Instagram, but she's like, I know you want to see this. Like, somebody's pregnant, somebody got engaged, that kind of stuff. She's on it. She's good. I knew you'd need to see this. Like, you're darn right.
I'm not going to let you on my account to show it to you, so here you go.
Well, she doesn't live here. If she did.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
She can give you your password.
I would never log out of my Instagram on my phone to log into someone else's because I would never get back.
Yeah. That's a good point. I use it on the desktop because I am an old lady, so I use it on my web browser.
Well, then you can.
Yes. There's a lot you can't do on Instagram that way, but it's probably just as well because I would spend more time on it. So I just go on every so often. See the pretty pictures. Find out which Dancing with the Stars person is in love with which other Dancing with the Stars person.
And which one's pregnant.
Yes.
Which one's having it. Which one had a baby. It's very exciting.
Yes.
Which ones are dating.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
The ultimate.
So do we think that if a Dancing with the Star pro and star announce that they're dating and then there is an immediate People magazine article about it, that something's fishy?
What do you mean something's fishy?
That it's an orchestrated, it's not just an organic, hey, yes, we're announcing we're dating. It's like they said, okay, so this is the day you put the thing that sort of seems like you're dating, Ben. People will start to speculate. This is the day you give the actual announcement primed for when people will run our story. It's like, I don't know, sometimes people does articles that are, hey, so-and-so did this on social media.
Yeah, and then you read it and all it is exactly
the social media.
The story from social media. I think it's that.
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
I'm looking for more news about something I saw on social media, and every single article I find on Google is, "Hey, look what we saw on social media." So I saw it too. Aren't you supposed to go find out more stuff?
Give me more.
Yeah, it must be easy. In our day, we had to walk the beat of the naked city, looking for stories. We had to hit up our sources. Now, just go on Twitter and see. Okay, there's a story. Okay. Here's the Twitter. Here's the tweet.
I'm done. I'm calling it a day.
My byline.
Yep.
I'm good.
Oh dear.
But
or they can just go edit their kids' text.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. They'll have that work-life balance. They'll go home.
Right, exactly.
They'll go through Twitter. They'll publish a few stories, and then they'll go home and edit their kids' tweets. Or their kids. No, kids aren't on Twitter.
And all the while setting healthy boundaries for themselves.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, should we set the boundary of that's it for today's
that's
round
it.
4?
We should. We got texts right. We got Instagram posts to edit. So let's get going.
All right.
Here.
Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundup of things that we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.